from the radio station, Kate Bass, please we'll show you love from Miss Adrienne Green. Adrienne Green, come on.
Thank you. So, I have been so excited about tonight, like y'all don't even realize this, okay? Because I did my hair, I did my makeup, I got my Selena hoop earrings on, okay? Yes, I'm excited! And I even was so excited I pulled out the good bra for tonight. Alright? Yeah, ladies know which one the good bra is. Yes. Because it's one of three options, okay? It's either the super cute one used on like special occasions, it's the one that has, or it's the one that has a whole bunch of support, you know, because you got a long ass day ahead of you and you're gonna need it. Or in my case, it's the one that doesn't have the broken underwire jamming into my rolls like some undiscovered shiv waiting to be found in a flimsy pad search, right? I have to celebrate these things, okay? I get so excited because I hate bra shopping. Bra shopping is so frustrating because you're in the dressing room, you know, you're trying on bra after bra, and, you know, none of them are fitting quite right because, you know, one sister is a little bigger than the other sister, right? It's frustrating. Do you know how hard it is to find a C cup and a B half cup together? Yes, thank you. It is ridiculously hard, okay? I don't understand it. Nothing else in our body is symmetrical, so why are those expected to be? All right, they're sisters, they're not twins. Okay, they're like eyebrows. Sisters, not twins. Each one has their own job to do. Let it do it, okay? That's all I'm saying. Men, don't look so shocked about this, okay? These are women issues, and it's totally fine. It's gonna be okay, all right? And if your lady does not have these issues, well, she deserves a perfect pair because them puppies are paid for, all right? It's a secret not many people know. I like to say that I'm a millennial by default because I am definitely not a card-carrying member of the generation. I say this because millennials are so great at selfies and I'm kind of terrible at it, honestly. And I don't understand it either because I use all the same techniques that everyone else uses. You know, I do the angles, but my T-Rex arms don't give me many angles to choose from. Look at this range of motion. Alright? It's not a lot here. I also try to look for good lighting, like I'm looking for a Wi-Fi signal. Just like, am I pretty now? Oh, that's a good one right here. Now, I don't know if many people realize this, but having a lazy eye can ruin romantic moments. Anybody ever date somebody with a lazy eye? No? Nobody? Damn. Oh, my husband in the back. He's like, yeah. Hello. All right, I'll paint the rest of y'all a picture about it, okay? So imagine this, you're having an intimate moment with your man, and he's looking deep into your eyes, you know, trying to connect with your soul because he loves you so much. And then he starts second guessing which eye he should look at. And because he's a gentleman, he's not gonna ask you, you know? He's just gonna, you know, spread the love and look into both eyes. One at a time. So now when you look at him, you see shifting eyes, and it looks like he's slowly trying to release a fart. It's very suspicious looking and it just instantly kills the mood. I also have a lazy eye, so, you know, that's definitely not a thing. I'm repeating myself, sorry. But, you know, with the way the world is nowadays, I feel really bad calling it lazy, you know, probably because I'm a millennial. So I just named it Eileen. Eileen is a diva though, don't get it twisted, because anytime we're in group selfie mode for more than like 5 seconds at a time, she starts throwing her weight around, usually to the center of my face, and it looks like she's whispering secrets to my nasal cavity. It's kind of awkward for everybody involved in the photo, so I just get cropped out of the family photos. So, I write for a living, and I should have known. I should have known this is how it was going to turn out, because I used to write a lot as a kid. Like, I've written bundles and bundles of letters in my lifetime. All right. Sure, it was because my dad was in prison, but that's still a skill I can build upon. All right. And you know, if that's not setting your kids up for career building skills, I don't know what is. So, Dad's out now, in case y'all were wondering. He's out. We went to go visit him for the holidays a few weeks ago, and we went to dinner. And the whole time we're at dinner, my dad's walking around with a tampon sticking out of his top pocket. All right. And I know, yes. And so when he leaves the table, I lean over to my sister and I say, "Hey, check it out. It must be love, right?" And my sister, this snitch, she waits till my dad comes back and tells him exactly what I said. And my dad just looks at me and he's not fazed by it at all. He's like, "At least I got a lady to shop for. At least I got a lady to hold one up there for." Which would have been fine if he had ended it there. But no, he pulls it out of his pocket and sniffs it like a fine cigar. And then, oh my gosh. And then my freaking sister, she pipes up with, "Well, Dad, it's really not that weird because, you know, police officers carry tampons with them in case they get shot. It'll plug a bullet wound and they won't bleed out." Like, oh great, yeah, because 15 years being locked up in the slammer definitely didn't make my dad weird with women. It just made him train for a paramedic, you know? So, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm definitely not my dad's favorite kid. I'm not my mom's favorite kid. That belongs to my brother. So, I finally asked her about it. I was like, "Hey Mom, what's up? Like, why is he your favorite and not me?" And so she says, "Adrienne," she got real defensive, "I'm not gonna defend myself against you, okay? All right, look at your brother. He's doing great. He's continuing his education. Him and his roommates are living in a very exclusive gated community, and he makes time for his mother every weekend I go see him." Like, but, you know, he's in prison, so there's that. I took my mom to visit my brother in prison for her birthday because she wanted to see her little boy. And he was so excited to see us because he had gotten a tattoo just for her birthday, and he was so excited to show her. So we're in the visitation room. He pulls down his shirt to show us this tattoo, and he went all out on this because, I mean, I can't blame him, because when you can get a tattoo for 3 ramen packs and a squeeze cheese bottle, why not take advantage of that, right? But he pulls it down, and it's not just her name over his heart. No, it's like her whole little face tattooed right here. All right, which may have been kind of sweet, I guess. But you know, he forgot that tattoos are about location, location, location. It's like real estate. You know, it depends on where you put them. It makes them pop or not. And unfortunately, this pops the entirely wrong way, because where my mom's chin comes is right above his nipple. So on a cold day, it looks like she's got a 3D witch's wart. She occasionally grows a beard. He's turned my mom into the prison chia pet. Happy birthday, Mom! So, you know, if my junior high self could see me right now, like, she wouldn't be able to believe it, you know? Because none of this was in my plans. Like, she'd be so disappointed that our dreams of becoming a chola never came through. Okay? And I should have known this because my mom would never let me shave my eyebrows off just to draw them back on, and I'd always be so mad at her. But it just makes sense to me because, you know, I had all these flannel shirts. It's not like my dad was going to come back for them, right? I was also really shy in school, so I thought I'd have like a really cool nickname, like, you know, La Shy Girl, or Whispers. With my luck, it probably would have been like La Heffy. So I probably dodged the bullet there. But I know it's crazy, but I just really dug their style. Like, it's so cool, because they have the dark outline lips, you know, they have the big old hoop earrings, and they have those hardened facial expressions, you know. It's like they could just shut their emotions off and let their eyebrows do the talking. And I was totally down for that. because I hated how sensitive I was. I was so sensitive that I would swerve my vehicle around animals in the road. All right. So, I mean, that's not very safe. But I did it because I didn't want to, hit like the kittens or bunnies or whatever. And now, there's, the other day where I couldn't make a choice because I was stuck. There was oncoming traffic and I couldn't go on to the shoulder. And of all things, there was a freaking duck in the road in West Texas. What the hell, right? It wasn't even near a puddle of water. But I was trying to avoid the duck, but I couldn't, so I just made a decision. I buckled down and said, all right, I'm going to hit this duck. I'm just going to go forward, and as I'm driving over it, I say, maybe he's going to be okay. He is a duck. Maybe he just ducked down, and he's going to pop up, and he's going to be okay. Maybe. So, as I drive over, he didn't make it. I look in the rearview mirror, and he's laid out. And I felt bad. And I felt even worse when the car behind me and a car in oncoming traffic stopped to help this damn duck. You understand what I'm saying? Traffic was blocked in both damn lanes for that stupid duck. And I felt like a monster. I just knew that my truck was going to pop up on Big Spring Issues on Facebook. So a week goes by, I'm still bummed about the duck. My husband's trying to make me feel better, so he makes me a romantic lobster dinner. And he brings home 3 live lobsters. And I immediately named them Sally, Jesse, Raphael. Which I know I shouldn't have done because I'm going to grow attached to them. But they had eyes, and they were looking into my eyes, and I felt like they were connecting with my soul, and we just had bonded. And so they needed a name. So Sally, Jesse, Raphael. My husband picks up Raphael. Raphael's got a broken antenna. He shows me that she's pregnant. She's got some eggs on her belly. And I'm watching her in the sink. And my husband goes, hey, will you go help out with something over there? I was like, yeah, okay, sure. I come back, dinner's ready, Sally, Jesse, Raphael's got their red rimmed glasses already on. And then I notice that Raphael's sitting on my plate. And I get sick. I'm just like, Raphael, no! And my husband's like, you knew we were going to cook them. Like, I know, but I didn't think it was going to hurt this bad. And now I'm conflicted because I'm hungry and I feel sad about the lobster, and I know that, this is like a labor of love for my husband, so I have to at least taste the damn thing, right? So he cracks open the lobster carcass for me and he passes me the butter. So I dip it in there and I'm just like, okay, lobster's delicious. I'm gonna get my grub on. And I put it in my mouth, butter dripping down my chin, and it's at that moment that I realize I've never liked lobster. And I just freaking forgot how much I hated it because it's been so long because I swore it off years ago. And now I feel like even worse because I just killed a duck and a lobster in less than a month. So that was not a great thing, not a great month for me. As I mentioned before, I am married. I've been married for about 4 years now, and it's by far the hardest thing that I've ever volunteered to do. Yeah. And, it was fine when we were dating because we had these emergency exits that we could use if we needed them. But now the deal is sealed and so are the exits, right? There's nowhere to go. And it's because of that I feel like marriage is basically like a death match. 2 people enter the ring, only one survives. That's if you did it right. If you're a Mormon, it might be more of a tag team event. But it's still till death do us part. Till death do us part. My husband and I say that to each other at least 6 to 8 times a day. At this point, I don't know if it's meant to be motivational or if it's something I need to be concerned about. But, because when we were dating, I used to ask him, baby, will you love me forever? And he'd say, of course, darling, I will love you until the end of time. Now that we're married, I ask him the same question, baby, will you love me forever? And he says, hold on there, sister, all right? The Padre said, till death do us part. Okay, I don't have to kill you, I just have to outlive you. I think he meant it, you guys, because because the other day I was choking on a piece of pasta less than 10 feet away from him in the kitchen, like from me to this lady right here, and he just looked at me. He was like, and then when I was finally able to breathe again, he was like, almost. So it's times like that I feel like my husband is trying to kill me. And from the other day, he also brought home this one gift that confirmed this, because he brings home Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 Peppermint Pure Hemp Soap. If you thought that was a mouthful, you should have seen the label. It had a lot of words on it, and I didn't read it, and I should have. Turns out this thing is so potent, it takes 18 cups of water to 1 cup soap to dilute it, to kill, the wash your dishes, wash your dog, and kill the bugs off the plant. And I put it directly on my skin, lady bits and all. So I'm in the shower, turning off the shower, and it activates. And it's like Jack Frost came in, threw 18 Winter Mint icebreakers into my undercarriage, sealed it, and then ran away. It was like something I've never experienced before. And let me tell you what, ladies, my hot pocket was dropping snow cones for like 2 days. But I'm going to, hold on in there, because I'm about 10 years younger than my husband, so I know I'm going to outlive him. And I'm going to make it a sure thing and just continue to pull the plug on his CPAP machine while he sleeps at night.